As you all know, the Apple Racer from Cars 3 was infamously never released in diecast form due to copyright issues with Apple. The original Apple stock car in Cars 1 Mac iCar received one release in a huge 36-pack exclusive to Hot Wheels Red Line Club members. This is a factory custom and is not a real deal, but the Cars 3 Apple cars never received those licensing. And as you also know, I have a fair share of experience with 3D printing my own cars and customs, such as the Igniter stock car here, who will be receiving his or her own video coming up soon. So, what do you do if you don't have a diecast, but have the skills to make these? Well, I'll tell you what. You make this. Here is my custom Cars 3 Apple stock car I 3D printed with a file I designed myself. Today I'll show you how to do it for yourself. Now this project was done mainly outside of YouTube, so I save very little production photos, but this is still very doable for anyone watching this video, so here's how I did it. First, I just made a scale drawing using the Tommy Highbanks diecast. I made it at ×2 scale, so the length would be around 6 inches, height around 2 inches, etc. on a piece of graphing paper, just to know what the general shape should look like, again so I can measure the angles and curves. Once that drawing was made, I went into Autodesk Inventor, which I'm not super experienced in. On my first model, I made the mistake of starting from the side, which admittedly looks pretty close from the side. If you look at the top, they are very different. And sculpting from the side is bad because it gives you the curves already, so if you try to sculpt down, it will not let you sculpt on this curved surface, making it almost impossible to capture some of the details that this one has. I was still getting used to Inventor at this time, so I spent a few weeks on this, just intermittently. Then I printed it and it ended up being pretty bad, in my opinion, compared to the basis, which left me really defeated and just not really sure what to do with this project. But give up I did not, and again, started a brand new model and started sketching from the top down in order to get these curved parts on the windows, as well as that rounded front shape and on the back. I extended that downwards and then sculpted the sides and wheels instead of doing it the other way around. Sent that to my printer and it printed out this. The wheels are of course separate. I printed those as separate files. I spray painted this white to match the Cars 3 Apple veteran, who is very similar to Mac here, but is just a little bit different. Printed out a sheet of custom decals I designed myself, which I will try to link in this video description. The wheels were separately printed. I designed these as well, and I painted them black with silver for the lug nuts. I did the face, mouth, and grill as well. Glued those on, left that to dry for about a day, and he was done. It's pretty simple, really. Now is the part where I tell you how you can make your own. So I mainly use thingiverse.com for my custom printing files. I get these from other designers on there and print them out for my own purposes. But for this project, I'm the modeler, as I posted this file publicly for anyone to use for free on Thingiverse. So if anyone has any interest in printing out this model stock car, either for use of Apple Racer or any other the Accelovision EAs like Tommy here or Rev and Go Racer, you can do that as so, and included are the tires as well. If you want to know a bit more of the in-depth on how to 3D print a custom car, you can check out my video on the damaged Lightning McQueen, as I go much deeper into weathering and overall printing strategies there. I think this one turned out really nice and does stack up very well against the Mattel Diecast. Of course, there are a couple small differences, like it is slightly shorter, wheels are slightly smaller, do not roll of course. But I am also very excited that you all have a chance to use this molding to make your own cars. And I would really like to see final products you guys make if you decide to use this. So if you do make any custom racers or just your own racers with this molding, please share it to me. I'd love to see what you guys do. And to finish up, this Apple Racer mold is available on thingiverse.com at the Piston Cupster. I will be linking this in the description for you to access it easily. If you want to support the channel for projects like this, consider liking and subscribing, as it does help me out a lot and gives me the motivation to keep making these videos. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.